Hi, my name is Amy Zilka, and I'm married to David. We have 2 children. Levi is 6 and at the Kindergarten Academy in Mechanicsburg, and Naomi is in preschool at the Early Learning Center at Messiah College. My husband David is a social worker, and I am a stay-at-home mom. Back in 2014, my husband David and I started thinking and praying about what we could do to make an impact in our local community. So we coupled with some other couples in the church, 3 other couples, and just started talking and praying and asking the Lord to move in our hearts, to stir things up in our hearts. So we started doing practical ministry, started blessing the local children youth agencies. We really wanted to have a heart. We do have a heart for foster kids, those going through the adoption process, those that are in kinship care with other families that aren't, when the biological families aren't able to take care of them. Families do get a stipend, they get a certain amount of money to take care of that child, but often it's not enough to get clothes, get diapers, get formula, take care of other supplies that they need. So I just started brainstorming and thinking about ways that I could help. That's how the foster closet got birthed, and it actually started with a lady who had items left over from a yard sale. She said, you can just take whatever's left. So I went and loaded up my van, and it started in the basement of our home. And since then, it's been ongoing. It's moved. We've actually grown. We are now in the warehouse at Core Construction, thanks to Corey Shover. So now we have bins of clothing. We are overloaded. I actually had to turn away donations, so it's a great problem to have. And we want people to come to us that are in need. We long to give. The cry of our heart is that the Lord would be shown through practical blessings like clothing, like book bags. Through the connection of our Father's Hope, we were introduced to a lady named Sister Mary, who was in the process of getting her paperwork and kinship care orientation, as she's going to be taking care of some of her children in her family, and those are always such hard and difficult situations. But she was willing to step up. In the process, her granddaughter is living with her, and they have now become part of the McVick community. And she comes faithfully every Sunday with her granddaughter. Her granddaughter now has a church, friends here in the church that love her for who she is. Thanks to McVick family, we were actually able to provide Christmas presents to her family and the children there. And now this little girl that comes to our church has a desire to be baptized. And I know that is bringing such joy to the Father's heart. Seeing that little girl and the situation that could have been, and now she's being redeemed through that. So it's been a joy to see them and to be in a relationship with them. And our family has really been blessed to know that the Lord loves us, and that it might seem like it's hard sometimes because the situations are so hard to hear, and it's difficult when these foster families that we're meeting with are telling us, this child was abused, or there was drugs here, or the child not wanting to leave their mom and dad even though they've gone through so much trauma. And it's heavy, but to lay it at the foot of the cross and say, like, Lord, you allowed this to happen for whatever reason, but we're believing that it's not the end of their story. And for us as a family, for David and I to come together, we often will, think of these families, pray for them. I often will text message with foster families, email with them, check in with them. How you doing? Is there anything else we can do? How can we serve you? How can we help you? What can we do? And the Lord has just been so faithful to provide. And I think when we're yielding to Him, that He's going to drop things in our spirits and say, hey, this is how I want you to let your light shine. And I'm going to make this available. And it's not about you. It's so that others will glorify God. And that's the whole heart behind this, is that it's not me, it's Jesus. And it's meeting people where they are, giving them practical things, and letting them know, you know what, Jesus loves you.